Bonjour, everybody, for the fourth time. Before we start the round of applauses, I wanted to give the first one to you because you decided to spend time with us again. And I know a lot of things have happened in the last year. There were a lot of Sylius meetups I'll be talking about briefly in a minute, but here you are. I see a lot of faces I know, a lot of new faces, which makes me super happy, and I'm super excited to see you all. And I truly believe that this day will going to be at least as great as it's going to be to myself, to you. So, first round of applause to you. But before we move on with the conference, I wanted to spend a few minutes to summarize everything that has happened, and it's been an intense year. Starting with, well, things I already mentioned, which are the meetups. There have been quite a few of them, as it was the first year we got even outside of Europe. And, well, we have quite a lot of great memories. There was literally a meetup once every month somewhere in the world. We've been participating in a lot of conferences, and clearly our strategy for 2025 was to strengthen our community through offline events. We are living in tough times, and a lot of things are done offline. So, well, we believe that there's nothing like connections you can do in person, and we should really take care of that. And, well, that at least created quite a lot of great memories, which you can see in the pictures, and even more pictures. And we truly believe we continue that trend along the way. And yeah, I really wanted to thank everybody who's been involved in that process, because, well, I know how hard it is to organize an event. But moving on, we also welcomed quite a lot of new partners in the last year. In fact, we welcomed 15 new ones in our ecosystem. Those are some that you will see today. Naming a few, those are 50 Tech, Scallop, Creoline, WideUp, Ginger Minds, CocoLab, Axon 21, TPay, Infinitum Digital, Semcor, Traffic Watchdog, User.com, Kuvertico, Commerce, and one very special one I want to introduce to you right now, who has recently become our leading partner for France, which is WideUp. So I want to give a warm round of applause to our partners, because if it wasn't for you, our community would be nowhere. In the last year, we also welcome a very special person who's unfortunately, due to some personal reasons, not here with us today. But you might have felt his presence in the past year. So Szymon joined us as the CTO, and the funny thing is that he went a full circle with Sylius, because he was one of the first early contributors to Sylius, working together with Paweł and Jayevsky back in the days on the first lines of code. Eventually, he went a different way with his career. Along the way, he sold his business and decided to join Sylius as a retirement plan, I guess. But a lot of things I will be mentioning today are basically partially you can owe to him because of his commitment, because of what he has done. So even though he's not here, I would really want to cheer him for his presence and his effort and his heart for Sylius. So give a warm round of applause to Szymon. But Szymon isn't the team alone. Our active key contributors team has also welcomed quite a lot of new faces. And, well, I also believe that we owe a few thank you to people who volunteered their energy, their work, their effort, their knowledge to make the open source part of Sylius better. So, Loic Fremont, Francis Ila, Dimitri Perunov, Gracjan Józefczyk, Valentin Sylwestre, Krzysztof Odważny, Estelle Gates, Florian Merl, Maximilian Pesch, Stefan Dekok, and Simon Król. Thank you for all the effort that you do in Sylius to make our lives way better. But yeah, speaking of what this all means to our product in the past sentence, so what has happened to Sylius in the product orbit? Starting with new releases, which has been record-breaking. So last year we released 30 different versions of Sylius. And yeah, we are really recognized for longevity. So many merchants are with Sylius for far longer than average TTL of an e-commerce website. And we owe that to the great effort of our team and to many versions we release very, very frequently. This includes security paths and a lot of new features that we work on daily basis. One thing to remember, 2025 marks the last year for Sylius One. We will be cutting the support for it in 2026. But don't worry, we have quite a lot of solutions for you to move on with Sylius 2.0 and make your lives less miserable while you upgrade. But I will talk about it in a minute. So, first thing we invested in heavily is the documentation. So we realized that even no matter how great the product is, without a proper manual, it's basically valueless. So we learned that lesson the hard way, asked the community what's missing, audited quite a lot of projects, and decided to supercharge the documentation, spend a huge amount of our time writing documentation. We even developed our own DDD way, like doc-driven development way. So first we write documentation, and then eventually we started creating features, because eventually we decided that sometimes what you really need is a proper manual on how to implement something rather than have dozens of features included in your core. And this way we could keep Sylius lightweight and our community involved in the proper development and using it the way it was designed to use. So, and also one last thing, artificial intelligence force us to write more documentation, since many MCP agents depend on it, and with that you can also supercharge your day-to-day work as developers. Moving on next, we also listened to the merchants who, let's not be afraid of that word, complained about Sylius not having any content management system by default whatsoever. So we decided to take one of the most popular solutions from our ecosystem and make it ours. Redesigned it, made it look better, made it work better, both developer and user experience-wise, and distributed as an official plugin, which you can already use with Sylius. It's not overloaded with features. It's built in the Sylius way, which provides simple things out of the box, customize it if required and replace if needed. But now it's officially maintained by the Sylius team. And so is the wishlist feature. So wishlists have become so popular in e-commerce. It was obvious for us that we also have to have such feature in our ecosystem. It's been existent on different repositories. It's been maintained by Bitbag, but we believe that the most significant plugins should be developed and maintained by Sylius. We also did that to the wishlist. Same applies to product bundle features. So if you are selling sets of product, you can be sure at the current moment that it's properly handled by Sylius, following the same rules that apply to the previous plugins I mentioned. On the more interesting sites, thing you might have not heard about, we also built, we are actually the first open source platform to utilize the MCP commerce standard, meaning that Sylius is now ready to handle agentic commerce side of things, and you can richly purchase stuff with Sylius using your favorite agent. Though the process is still in early stage and the standard is changing week to week, there's already something you can use that in our repository, and we back on that in the future. We believe that MCP is going to change the way we think about shopping, and potentially it will become one of the most significant shopping interface right next to API. It's interesting to see how e-commerce is evolving, and we want to catch up to the market. And I'm happy to let you know that we've been the first one to do that. And I strongly encourage you to try it out yourself and let us know what you think about how it's built and how it serves merchants. Next, we also started investing quite heavily in plugin development and the maintenance process, and that forced us to redesign the whole plugin skeleton. So if you started to develop plugins a few weeks ago, you might have noticed that the plugin skeleton has changed significantly, and the process is way smoother and easier to proceed, both in terms of new plugins development and the maintenance of existing one. But that I will talk about a little bit later on. On the plugin side, so the first plugins that benefited from that were 2 official extensions, integrations that joined our ecosystem in the payment universe, and those are Molly and Alien. One quick announcement, so those are actually part of Sylius standard right now. You are free to use them or not, but our commitment is that all the money we make through those affiliations, those partnerships, is reinvested in open source. So if you want to support Sylius open source growth, simply the best way to do that is to use any of those free integrations. And now Molly and IDN are also officially backed by Sylius, as is PayPal for many years now. Next thing is the test application. While working on better plugin architecture, we decided to distribute a standalone Sylius environment that you can install to any Symfony project so that you can test against different versions, different setups with Sylius. And this means that while your plugins are way easier to maintain, to upgrade, and to manage against very different versions. This is super significant if you want to have your plugin supporting both Sylius 1 and Sylius 2. And well, certainly it was important for us at Sylius. And well, this little package makes the process way easier. I also encourage you to try it out. On the front-end side of things, we also investigated the state of headless solutions, and we noticed that some of the biggest Sylius merchants using Sylius in headless mode use it with React. And we wanted to give something to those merchants, and this is why we decided to develop a React.js standalone boilerplate that maybe doesn't replace the whole front-end development process, but supercharges it from day one. And yeah, and we have a fully working PWA application that you can connect to Sylius that works on React. And that alone helped us improve our API significantly. And we will probably continue in improving that package in the next year. So it's still not stabilized, but definitely if you think about using Sylius and React, this will cut like hundreds of human hours, and we believe yeah, that the community needs it, especially if you are a serious merchant. The next thing that we did mainly for our partners is something we call Store Wizard. So we know how challenging pitching Sylius might be, especially if you compete against like larger e-commerce ecosystems. And we wanted to give you some kind of advantage in the race. So what we started with is we figured that, well, one of the best selling points that you can start with is if you show something to the merchant. And the best way to show something to the merchant is to build a proof of concept. But that process alone takes quite a lot of time that's hard to justify in investment, because eventually you have like zero assurance that somebody will pay for that time. So we decided to shorten that process into something we call Store Wizard. And now there's a tool that you can use to set up your Sylius store, set up how it looks, which plugins it's going to use, set up what data it will be running, and where it's going to be hosted in like only a few minutes. And also you can supercharge that process through AI. So like literally you can write what kind of store you need, and it's going to set up Sylius in the way you want it to look, to work. so that you can basically win more projects. And we believe that this type of solution is something that will give you some advantage when you pitch Sylius, when you try to sell your own projects. On the plus side of things, like Sylius Plus side of things, we also developed quite a few modules. First of which is the request for quotation. B2B was our main hit last year. No surprise, since the B2B market is evolving heavily. Sylius is ready to handle the most complex stores, and B2Bs are certainly very complex. At the end, we observed what our merchants' feedback was us with, and one of the most occurring things that they mentioned was that the lack of request for quotation model. So we basically created one. On the B2C side of things, we also noticed that many Sylius stores sell products that are made to order, especially in the web-to-print market, which is also quite complex. And for those merchants, we also built a module that we suggest you use if you want to sell things that you would need to define how to purchase. So web-to-prints are only one example, but I'm sure that if you work in e-commerce, you'll probably find 5 other examples from different areas to use that package. The good thing is that now you can use it in our Sylius Plus repository. But those alone are not the biggest things that we've been working on. And for the past few months, we've been working on something very special and something I want you to see first publicly. I mentioned that B2B was our main hit. So, well, we decided to do something extra for the B2B segment of Sylius. Everyone please meet Elesto, our new B2B product accelerator, our new product that we've been working on for the thousands of hours, to be honest, to make our B2B offering look better, work better, handle quite a lot of data, be feature-rich, starting with features. We loaded it with quite a few, so everything you know from Sylius B2B is better now. We also improved it in terms of user experience, and there's quite a lot of new things you can try out, especially when it comes to the pricing engine, integrating the data, handling large data catalogs. Speaking of catalogs, we tested it against huge ones. So at the current moment, it contains 600K SKUs and works just like that. But yeah, that's about what I'm going to say about it at the current moment. You should really try it out yourself. And there's a possibility to do that on our public demo already. But you can take a picture, scan the QR code. But if you want to try it out here, at the current moment, we are setting up a live demo on our booth, and the creators are there, so you can basically visit our booth and see it in action. It looks beautiful, works great, and well, frankly, I believe it's one of the best B2Bs in the market at the current moment. And yeah, I'm happy to let you know as the first ones who are here.
And well done.
So, since you are, everybody took a picture, yeah. Since you are here, you're also going to be the first one to hear what's going to happen next in the Sylius universe in 2026. Starting with marketplace offering. So the second biggest hit in Sylius ecosystem were marketplaces. And what we are planning to do next is to, well, basically do the same we did with B2B with marketplace. So we will most likely load it with features, make it better in every way, both user and developer-wise, and well, make it a great starting point if you want to start a marketplace journey with Sylius. We see that Sylius positioning is quite, in the marketplace segment, it is quite, let's say, competitive, because, well, the other solutions are very expensive and offer less flexibility. Obviously, it all depends on the context. But, well, if you are approaching Sylius marketplace clients, then Sylius will make the whole process way easier and will allow you to handle those customers successfully. Next thing, we also don't want to forget about our roots. So we will also create something amazing for B2C. And our roadmap already includes a beautiful B2C fashion setup for Sylius that will be ready to handle all the most demanding customers that are already there in Sylius, but we sincerely believe we should have more of them. Those alone won't replace all the work you have to do, but it will make pitching Sylius and starting way easier, as many things will be there out of the box basically, and what you will focus on is building what makes the project really unique, not filling the gaps between Sylius and other competitors. But on the dev side of things, what we've been also investing in heavily recently is artificial intelligence. I know that it's become a very fancy word recently, but we really took our effort to create a set of libraries, context that you can use to supercharge your development, including those processes that are very heavy at the current moment. That means upgrading projects, migrating to newer versions, upgrading plugins, so that in the end, what you can focus on is the creative stuff, what makes your work really unique. And this, we believe, will also give you a huge advantage as Sylius developers against other competitors. And this is something we'll be announcing really shortly. So follow the news, because, well, if you are working with Sylius, as a developer, this will certainly change the way you work and, well, give you some superpowers. Next big thing that we are announcing for 2026 is the plugin installation through user interface. So we realized that no matter how great Sylius is tech-wise, if we want to grow to a wider audience, we have to take care of the end users and provide them with a better user interface and better tooling to set up their own environments. So don't worry, we won't forget about developers. We just want Sylius to be as convenient and as easy to use as it is for developers, for the end users. So this is why we will most likely be, first thing we will be investing in is to create an environment where you can compose the way your store looks from the admin perspective. And the first thing we believe we should do is to allow users to install extensions from the back office. And this comes with a very important thing if you are a plugin or theme creator, because for the next year, we are also going to redefine how our Sylius store works. So, and this means that we will not only redesign the whole process, the way the store looks, but also we will do our best effort to encourage everyone to create themes and plugins and on great commercial terms so that you can earn money for sharing your creative work. So if you are an extension creator, we want Sylius to be a place where you can basically make up for living for your creating work and also set up something that makes merchants' lives easier and somewhat connect those two words together through our Sylius store. So all the things that we've been doing, like the store wizard, the improvements to plugin development, the thing that I mentioned before regarding installing plugins from the user interface comes down to that. So again, you are the first to hear it, so potentially you are ahead in the whole race. So if you've been thinking about creating plugins, especially plugins you want to sell through an online platform, now is basically the great time to start, because probably a few months from now we'll be starting with a revised offering for that. But yeah, moving on to the presents. Dear everyone, please welcome this year's Community Awards. So there are a few special people and companies we should recognize with something. So, I'll try to keep it short, but yeah, I believe that, well, we would be nowhere if it wasn't for our community, for very special people that run it. Though I probably owe thank you to a lot of people, I wanted to highlight a few very special ones, starting with Monsieur Beast and being the leading plugin maintainer. So, Monsieur Beast is, well, the company that took quite a lot of effort to bring their plugins to Sylius 2.0, and you were the first to do that. And I know how challenging it was, so we really owe you that elephant. And yeah, so. And there you go. Thank you.
I have 900 of those.
Yeah. Thank you. All the effort you did. Yeah, it really means a lot of us. Yeah. Yeah, and the next one goes to Magma for, well, being with us, good times or bad, organizing probably the loudest Sylius party there was. Thank you.
Organizing parties. Thank you so much.
There you go.
And I like the elephant too. I have many, but I'm
This one you have.
this one.
So these are a little bit different to the ones we.
I have all of them.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, cool. Then you will give it away. Cool.
I'm happy.
Next goes to Akawaka, mainly two people. For being our regional advocate of the year, developing Sylius Stack, being on many conferences. Can we have Estelle and Loic here? Yeah, go on. There you go.
Split this up.
You have to split this one.
So,
Thank you very much for everything. Let's take a picture.
Did you do that? You used to
it's a method. Okay.
I tried to forget this in this one at the same
Speaking of regional advocates, if you are from Germany, you probably know this guy, namely Stefan. Stefan, come on. So I probably wouldn't count a day without hearing about Sylius from Stefan, which really builds our stand in Germany. Thank you very much for all that.
Thank you, thank you.
So yeah, should we take a picture?
Sure.
Good job.
Cool.
And thank you for organizing Lyon twice
Yeah.
and making it possible that I can be in person without breaking my leg again.
Yeah. We did it especially for you. Moving on next, Radek, can we have you here? I know how much you do to promote Sylius in Poland through different events and developing plugins. So thank you for the effort you do. Especially for you. There you go. Dzięki. To naprawdę jest taka personalna nagroda, musicie to podzielić. Podzielimy się. If you happen to be Dutch and haven't heard about Sylius yet, well, Originem, should I say, was made your lives way easier in that context. So, well, the next regional advocate of the year from Netherlands goes to Originem.
Thank you. Yeah, they surprised me. Thanks a lot. What think? Yeah. 7, 8. There's thanks. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Well, at the next very special one goes to Axel for being the role model marketing partner, I should say. Yeah. You've made quite a lot of effort to promote Sylius in France, so yeah, you fit into your own category. Thank you very much.
Sam, what? Those.
I would use thanks. Make sure we got it.
Yeah, I mean,
Good. Thank you. Appreciate it later.
Moving on next to the tech provider category, let's start with Upson, that you might know as Platform SH, formerly, for providing us with an environment to run Sylius Cloud and basically serve our hosting clients, because that we wouldn't do alone of ourselves. So thank you. Again? Thanks again for another fantastic year together. So yeah, that's maybe here.
Yeah. True.
Full rights.
One, two. So thank you. This is M1 next year.
This one's pretty obvious. So we still rely on Symfony, but our relation goes far beyond just using Symfony. So thank you, Sylius for supporting us in various ways, also co-organizing meetups, giving us Symfony, giving us support, sharing, exchanging experience, knowledge. Thank you for being around. So, there you go.
I love this detail of it. I was so happy to publish the plate.
Next very obvious one. L'Italia for giving us API platform and supporting us with the major updates and well, quite a lot of challenging things that happened along the way. Can we have someone from API platform?
Yep.
I don't know whether they are here or at the booth. Yeah, you are here. Come on.
The pitch. So that is that's don't see. Good.
I spoke to the private place producers.
Yeah. First.
Cool. So,
Done. Thank you very much.
yeah. But it should be. This is the goal.
It's like you.
Next comes to Molly for providing us with quite a lot of insights in the way we build payments, for being a reliable partner in that essence, for supporting us through different various community initiatives, and being here today. So thank you very much. Come.
you really deserve this here. So, there you go. Thank you.
That's yours. Thank you very much. Too quick.
Moving on next. Some people are going to be here twice. As I mentioned, our key contributors team welcomed quite a lot of new faces this year, and those people spent their own time making Sylius a better product, and they really recognize, well, to be here at least twice. So Estelle. Next goes to Florian.
Thank you. Don't be shy.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, and thanks for all the tricks and this. Great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Sure.
Though Max isn't here with us today, we should cheer him too. So he spent quite a lot of hours last year. We'll ship that one to him. Maybe I will have a picture I can send him. Max, this one goes for you.
Please. Here's the most I think that it matters.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. And yet, there's also one last category of people who do something extra and who make your lives way easier if you work with Sylius, if you have any questions. And those are the superheroes that know everything, literally everything about Sylius and answer even those simple questions on public Slack. So for dedicated community support. Francis Ila.
You know, it's segments. You know, I put a spatial. Yeah, a lot. You. Thank you.
Well, next goes to a guy who literally has some superpowers because I'm always surprised how much work he can fit into a day. And this goes to Gracian.
Aber nie los zu. So, wenn ich der schlägt, wie auch schon. Was da? So schön geht es nicht. Thank you so much. I didn't expect it. Yeah. Thank you.
And yet there's one person who's also not here with us today, so turns out it's not that easy to come to Lyon from France, from Spain. But yeah, we should also cheer Krzysztof Odważny for, well, supporting a lot of people and helping them out, even though, well, he wasn't asked to do that. He spends quite a lot of his free time supporting people in our ecosystem. So, Krzysztof, this one goes to you. Okay, thank you. And yeah, one last announcement. If you want to win this one, yeah, you should visit Jacques and the Monsieur Beast booth because there's a lottery where you might eventually get one. So yeah, one last thing. Thank you for your attention. This fourth SyliusCon is officially started. So. I really hope this day is going to be amazing to every one of you. So please enjoy and talk to you all later. Thank you.